Hello, ladies and gentlemen. It's me again, the Metaverse Explorer, and I'm back on the 18th of July to give you some cryptocurrency news that happened over the night while we slept. Thank you very much, first, Mr. Pepe, for dancing throughout this bear market. I salute you, sir. I know it's very, very hard, but hey, we're here together. We're going to survive. Ciao. All right, now let's get started. I have a few topics for us to discuss. One of them is quite a big one, but first off, I just wanted to start with saying, we've had Celsius, which was a really giant company that started, to go under. They just filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy. So now we have access to most of the documents to see where the transparency is, what actually happened, where's all the money, and they turned up to have lost like $1.2 billion, which is not a small amount. Where the hell did that money actually go? You had that money. Where is it now? Someone else has it, right? So this is a Reddit topic that I wanted to cover for you guys. So too big to fail, the term that we always use, like even people in banking now, that's why they were bailed out in 2008, saying the banks were too big to fail. If they fail, everyone's going to die, whatever. That does not exist, okay? Even for Coinbase or any other company in the cryptosphere. If you keep your decentralized currency on a centralized exchange and you lose it, it's your own fault. This goes back to not your keys, not your coins, okay? Basically, all you're doing is you had custody. You had full 100% custody of your coins in your wallet. Once you transfer it to a centralized exchange, they are not yours anymore. They do not belong to you. It belongs to them. They have an IOU for you, or you have an IOU from them saying, yeah, Metaverse Explorer, he deposited 1 Bitcoin. He owns 1 Bitcoin. He owns 1 Bitcoin. But do you actually have it? No, because as a company, I'm not just going to leave millions and millions of Bitcoin on the exchange. I'm going to do something with it. I'm going to take it places. I'm going to transfer it there. I'm going to lend it out there. I'm going to earn a yield from it. I'm going to either lend it out to someone for 10%. I'm going to collect 10%, and I'm going to give Metaverse Explorer like 3%, and he'll be happy for giving me his coins. Now, there's lots of people in crypto that still don't understand this. Take your coins off the exchange. What can you actually do, right? There's warnings and warnings, and people are still shocked. When a large exchange or stablecoin goes belly up and their funds are locked or liquidated, you're like, shock Pikachu face. No, you shouldn't be shocked. You're giving them your coins willingly. The only way you can not participate in the system is to custody your own coins. That's the ethos of Bitcoin, right? Not your money, not your keys, not your coins. In terms of stable coins, if you fail, you can't do much about that, right? In terms of where you keep your decentralized currency, it is your choice, where you decide to keep your currency. Every day you go to sleep and you decide to keep your crypto on FTX, on Binance, or an exchange, or just a hot wallet or something, you're making that conscious decision, right? Before any other exchange fails, understand by not moving your coins and allowing centralized companies to hold them for you, you're consciously accepting potential loss of currency. Now, I want to drive this home via Coinbase's own article, okay? I don't know if you'll be able to read this. It's an article. It's their terms and conditions in Coinbase, which is one of the biggest, okay? So, moreover, because custodially held crypto assets may be considered to be property of a bankruptcy estate, in the event of a bankruptcy, which has just now happened to Celsius, they filed Chapter 11 bankruptcy. This is Coinbase, right? In the event of a bankruptcy, the crypto assets we hold in custody on behalf of our customers could be subject to bankruptcy proceedings, and such customers could be treated as our general unsecured creditors. What does that mean? Nothing. You don't get anything. You can possibly not get anything. You're basically crediting them money, and it's unsecured. You know what that means? They have under no obligation to give it back to you. Okay? So, guys, the lesson is, in this bear market, my number one lesson that I've learned is, yes, I've heard it before, not your keys, not your coins. Take it off the exchange. Why are you still leaving it on there? A ledger only costs like $150. Just get one, transfer it on there, and leave it there, okay? Leave it there and keep accumulating. All right, I feel like I've rambled on a lot. Let's keep moving to the next topic, crypto and fear index. There has been, this is, I think, the highest amount of days where the crypto and fear index has been like 20. So many times, days in a row have we had such extreme fear in the crypto market, right? Let's look at the 1 year actual fear and greed index. So starting on April 18th, April 4th, we've just been declining. We're at 53, and now look at, we've never spent so much time under 20 in the fear and greed index. This is crazy. So people are really, really fearful at the moment, and with fear, people want to have security of their own coins. And I'm going to drive it home again. Take your coins off the exchange, okay? Coinbase can go down. It is not immune, okay? Celsius was giant. We never thought Celsius would be going down. UST was going really well until it went down. UST, Three Arrows Capital, Celsius. I know they're all slightly related to each other because they're all lending and involved with each other. But man, Coinbase is still, it's still possible, okay? So I'm not trying to spread fear and tell you like, everything's going to shit. Sure, some things are going to shit, some things aren't. But in the bear market, if you're fearful, take custody of your own coins, okay? It's super, super easy. All right, next up, we're going to talk about StepN and the NFT craze that it's been happening. Yesterday when I covered it, it was number 4 on the NFT rankings on OpenSea. So StepN, once again, is a move to earn app. It's basically an app on your phone. You have an NFT as a sneaker. You go from point A to point B, you earn their tokens. And of course, usually you use the tokens to level up and do stuff in the app. Now, they recently did an airdrop for Bored Ape Yacht Club holders, which is crazy because look at this. The volume of the NFTs that were actually airdropped to the Bored Ape Yacht Club holders has surpassed the Bored Ape Yacht Club holders. So the volume of it has surpassed Bored Ape Yacht Club. It's crazy. The volume for StepN shoes has been 1.3k ETH, and the volume for BAYC is only 600 ETH. That's crazy, right? But the other side is also affiliated with Bored Ape Yacht Club. So it just seems like there's derivative on derivative, right? So people are actually buying and selling these shoes at a good enough rate. We've seen the floor price go from 2.2 to 2.38. People in the Bored Ape Yacht community are saying, I don't really want to, and I don't want to get involved in this Ponzi scam. I don't really care for it. So I'm just going to sell my NFT. So it's a shoebox, right? And very soon you'll be able to open that shoebox, and in that shoebox is a shoe, and you'll be able to walk and earn with that shoe. And some people are saying, oh no, man, I love StepN. You want to give me an NFT for me to go out and take a walk and earn, and I didn't do anything for it? What? Why would I sell that? I'm just going to start earning something for taking a walk and for going out to get some sun. Why not? Best idea ever, right? All right, let's move on. So, the Sandbox. Just in case for this, I'm going to keep an eye on it, right? I'm not going to buy one myself because I'm not going to buy a free NFT that other people got for $3,000. Why? I'm not going to do that. You're either early or you're late, okay? So the Sandbox is one of the upcoming metaverses. It has been around for a while, but is probably one of the biggest. I think of it like Minecraft kind of voxel worlds, where a lot of people can build their own things and monetize their own things. Similar, think about it's like a YouTube for game. Similar, right? Tony Hawk has now partnered with Sandbox and Autograph to create the world's biggest skate park in the metaverse. Everyone knows Tony Hawk. He's like a giant philanthropist, giant entrepreneur. He's also a giant big skater, probably the biggest skater that everyone's ever heard of, right? And we've seen lots of these partnerships before, but for me, I'm not really that into it. Like, I know this is how the traditional sense it goes. People make partnerships with each other. There's collaborations here and there, but we've seen so many celebrities getting into some of these projects, but they don't actually stay, right? You look at Tony Hawk, I'm sure he's done lots of collaborations, partnerships with so many other companies in the past and has stayed. Sure, he might bring light onto it for a while. It's a marketing gimmick at first, but does it actually bring lasting value? And that's what I want to know. Lots of people are saying this. I think they have a small... Let's see this. Looks good, right? This is what it looks like. So this is people that are able to build their own skate park or skate ramp, okay? You're able to put your own designs there. And of course, this is like skating theme. They're pretty good in the sense that they're able to partner with lots of different people because, that you can just mimic everything in the world now. You can go and build a hospital, build this, and, you're partnered with now a hospital chain or whatever. Build a skateboard park, and now you're sponsored by a skateboarder. Generally, it looks good. The gameplay itself is really smooth in the Sandbox, but it's still new, right? It's not catching on yet. I'm not really a big fan of the voxelverse myself. I prefer more hyper-realistic games. I'm thinking about Cyberpunk 2077 and that sort of stuff. Next up, I want to tell you market cap. So there is a lesson that everyone needs to know in the crypto ecosystem, right? So it's not about the price of the token that you need to consider. There's lots of things you need to consider, right? The price is not the only thing. And the market cap is the second thing you should also consider, but not the only thing, right? Because if someone has only 5% of circulating supply of that token in the wild, right? It gives it a certain market cap. And you think, oh, that's pretty low. Yeah, it looks good. But then you look at what all of that 100% circulating supply is, and it's a couple $2 billion. Okay, so for your coin to actually go up another 50%, it's going to have to go from 10 billion to 20 billion, or even sometimes 30 billion. And is that really going to happen, right? So let's talk about the basics. Market cap is a fun way to rank crypto projects and get an idea of projects' rough value. It can be very misleading, fraudulent, and lead to some interesting phenomena. We have some misleading market caps. And guys, I'm going to have lots of these links down here below. Someone asked me if I can do it. The number one question is you need to worry about is liquidity. How much is the liquidity of the actual token? How much is free for you to play around with? When a market cap is calculated, the total value of an asset, liquidity refers to how much fiat can actually be obtained by selling the asset. Without any liquidity, you wouldn't be able to sell any of your assets and they would be worthless, as there would be no one buying them, even if the market cap from the last traded price was over 1 billion. In practice, this wouldn't happen. So I'm going to break this down. Let's say you have a token, right? That's you can sell it right now for $1. You can sell one token for $1. But when you try and sell 100 or 1,000 of those tokens, there's not enough liquidity. Every time you sell one of those tokens, the price goes down to like 98 cents. And then you sell the next token and then it's 70 cents. Sell the next token, it goes down to 50. Sell the next, it goes down to 20 and then all the way to 1 cent. So really, is the amount of tokens you have actually worth that amount? Because every time you try and sell one, the price goes down. You sell one, the price goes down. You sell one, the price goes down. That means it's low liquidity. If there were 1 million of those tokens out and you were selling one, the price is not going to go down 50 cents, right? It's going to go down only a small fraction because what you have is only a very small pool of the total liquidity. Does that make sense? There's lots of fraudulent market caps. We've seen Solana playing with a lot of this shit as well. They've been saying, oh, it's a low float. They only allow like maybe 1%, 2% of a total token supply to be in the wild. And that gives you a very high market cap and that attracts a lot of attention. Not really interested in that. Let's give you the summary of it, right? Market cap is a fun way to compare crypto assets, but it's not very useful, especially for low cap projects. What's more important is liquidity. How much money can actually be taken from the asset in the event of a sell, okay? If you're gambling in low cap cryptos and you're an experienced trader, you probably already know about all of this, but it's an important lesson nonetheless. So lesson number 2 of this video, 1, not your keys, not your coins. Get your coins off the exchange, seriously. Number 2, liquidity, market cap, and token price, right? Token price, not so much. Market cap, slightly better. Liquidity, better metric, okay? Let's move on. Jed McCaled. This guy has been one of the Ripple founders. He got a whole bunch of XRP. XRP is one of the leading cryptocurrencies. Their main kind of role in the ecosystem was supposed to be bank-to-bank transfers or international transfers, which is a giant market share of like GDP of some countries, right? This is if you're sending money from America to Mexico, Australia to Papua New Guinea, across country, right? And every time you send a transaction, one bank takes a little cut, another bank takes a cut. That's why Western Union charges you like $10 to $15 for like a $50 transfer. Why do that when on Bitcoin you can just say that pay the transaction fee and send it for like, I don't know, $1, or like even use Solana, it costs 0.0000 cents to send USDC across. So this guy, he had a whole bunch of XRP, okay? And he has been, over the last 7 years, I believe, selling a lot of these tokens, right? Let's say the moment we've been waiting for is finally upon us. Jed McCaled has finally emptied his taco stand, which is what they call it, because he was able to always extract money from it, right? His dumping of XRP is now over for many years. Party time. Let's read it. Former Ripple Labs co-founder Jed McCaled has finally ended the 8-year dump of his XRP holding, leaving only 46 XRP left in his famed taco stand wallet. The former executive's last outgoing transaction worth 400,000, on July 7th. Later, the account is now deleted. Amazing. So the account is gone now, right? This was the last ending of 9 billion XRP sell-off initiated by McCaleb after leaving Ripple Labs to co-fund rival payment protocol Stellar. So he was initially part of XRP. He was initially part of Ripple, which is different from XRP. Ripple is the company. Ripple ended up getting a whole bunch of free XRP, right? He was part of them. He was part of the group that got it. So he had his own funds, right? It's like, hey guys, I don't want to work with Ripple anymore. I'm going to go to work on this new crypto protocol called Stellar, or Stellar Lumens, right? So he took his own Ripple that was given to him through the company, and he's working for a competitor. So what are you going to do with the tokens that belong to the original company? You're just going to sell it and fund your own project, right? Stellar Lumens. Don't know if he's using it to fund it, but yeah, he's using it either way. Why would you sell it? You're selling it for something, right? You're selling it for money. It's just crazy, right? A lot of people have been waiting for this for a whole long time. It's been a big downward, there's been a big downward pressure on XRP. And we see a lot of people in the crypto ecosystem succumb to unit bias. What that basically means is that, the token looks like it's worth, like it on CoinMarketcap, it says it's worth $1 or $2. I can afford that. I can afford 100 of those instead of buying 0.01 BTC. It's called the unit bias, and that's why a lot of companies do stock splits. That's one of the major influences of it, because the people perceive the token to be worth it can accrue a lot easier, and they can seem like they can afford more of it. But it's a big misleading understanding, right? XRP could be selling for $1, but he just sold 9 billion of them. He sold 9 billion of them, and one of them is worth $1. So is the whole thing really like? And he only had a small percentage, right? Imagine what the entire thing is worth. All right, let's keep going. So Polygon, which is a kind of a layer 2, kind of a scaling solution on Ethereum. It's got an announcement that's coming up pretty soon, right? It's called, I don't even know what it's called. They've just been teasing it for the last couple of days. We're at 3 days to go, and they're saying it's 3 days until the most important reveal of 2020. They do have a small video here that maybe I should show you, right? They're talking about EVM equivalent solutions for frictionless experience for devs and users. EVM equivalent is Ethereum virtual machine. It's kind of the programming box that a lot of these layer 2s are built around, okay? And we've seen, so Ethereum is one, Avalanche and Ronin is, I think Ronin is a EVM compatible chain. Yeah, I think it is, yeah, because you can use MetaMask for it. Anything you can basically use MetaMask for is an EVM compatible chain, okay? They're saying it's highly performant, zero knowledge proof. Now, ZK is the premier tech in crypto that everyone's really waiting for. It's the ability to prove you have something without having to show them that you have something, okay, or that you own something. So they're saying, you can say, where's Wally in a painting? I can tell you, I know where Wally is because he's wearing this hat. You're like, oh crap, yeah, you did see Wally. Okay, and I don't have to show you the entire picture. That's what ZK knowledge is like. Okay, and they're saying Ethereum security. So let's go ahead and watch this little video. And they've been snapping up all of these ZK knowledge and layer 2 protocols. Awesome. So 3 days to go. Let's see what they actually say. And this has had a very positive effect on the price of Polygon. Look at the 7-day volume of this. We're trading very nicely here, and of course, Bitcoin and Ethereum starts pumping, and so it pumps right up with them. And unlike when it's not correlated, if Ethereum was to pump and Polygon wouldn't pump, that means the news really didn't have an effect on it, right? But we've seen here, but they've been pumping together at the same time. They've been going at the same rate, okay? Now, let's end the episode and look at some of the seed funding. Once again, nothing happened overnight. No new companies got a whole bunch of $1 million, such as Fire, who got $100 million at a $1.5 billion valuation. Holy crap. So what I'm going to do, I'm very bullish on Alameda Research. I'm bullish on Sam Bankman-Fried. I'm bullish on CZ. I'm bullish on FTX. And I'm bullish on Alameda Research. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to filter this and I'm going to add a condition to say it contains FTX. Fundraising, find a field, investors. And I'm going to say investors that has FTX. FTX. Now, I'm going to be able to see who FTX have been investing in the last couple of weeks or months, right? FTX is an exchange. They do IEOs, which is an initial exchange offering. So I have a very simple thought model that if FTX invests in a new crypto company and the crypto company is about to do a token, they will have an IEO on FTX. Okay, FTX has the capability to offer this. They can just put it in the contract and say, hey, as soon as your token comes out, you're going to come and list on us. Because it's a win-win situation. FTX is huge, and people will die to be listed on FTX first. So, at least they're all 2022, very good. We have June and July, okay? This is just last week and last month. So $250 million to BlockFi. So I'm pretty sure that BlockFi now is totally owned by FTX, okay? Sober, which is which I think is a Web3 category, and Hidden Road, a Series A. Sober was 13.5 million, and then 50 million from Hidden Road. Let's go ahead and look. So Web3 and CeFi, tooling and credit. So Sober is a powerful no-code tools available multi-platform built for Web3. Doesn't really tell us what it does, right? And Hidden Road is the global credit network for institutional investors. Oh, I love it. Now, I'm going to leave it there because I'm not going to go too much in depth. I only want to look at the most recent ones. But off the series, I'm off the video here. I'm going to go and look at them and see what they actually do, right? And see if there's any way they might be having a token. How can I participate? How do I find out more about it? How can I just get involved? All right, that's it for me, guys. This is Dancing Pepe as well. Thank you very much for your support, Mr. Pepe. You just keep dancing. I love it, man. I love it. Okay. Thank you very much. This has been Metaverse Explorer with Crypto News today on the 18th of July. I will see you tomorrow. Ciao for now.